playing with a Banshee at the moment, testing it, how often it will roam back and forth. I've got motion sensors up along the hallway here to show when it roams to me. It's currently in the room, so it just currently roamed to me. And now it should go back down the hallway. So I've done this test because I accidentally pulled a sun card as my last card, and I wanted to get my final objective, so I'm just testing the Banshee. As you can see, the Banshee roams to very often. So it'll roam to the position that you are when it starts, meaning that if you've just entered the map, for example, and it activates its ability just as you enter the map, and then you walk halfway through the map, it may be walking past you. So that's one thing it doesn't necessarily walk to you, it walks to where you were when it starts its ability. Yep, here we go, you see it going back again. And then we'll see how long it takes for it to come back again and say hi again. One thing I think I've noticed when I was doing apocalypse challenges, here it comes again, is that on its way to you, and I think the Phantom does the same thing, it doesn't touch any, it does no interactions, doesn't do any ghost events, it doesn't do any hunts. So you'll get this pause where it completes the walk, and this actually makes it more dangerous, particularly on those no sanity, zero grace period difficulties, because it seems to anyway, I could be wrong, but it seems to stop it from doing anything until it gets to the location that it was wandering to. And when it does, it stays around for about 10 to 30 seconds, it seems, and then it heads back. And it's zero sanity, zero grace period. Often that will kill the player because it'll often hunt once it gets to its location. But they just don't seem to do anything as they're walking to. See how it stops? There's no interactions. And then we have it walking back. And then usually it'll do something. It doesn't always do anything. It doesn't seem to change its activity. It's just that when it's walking towards the player, there's no activity. On walking back, I'm pretty sure it can do things along the way too. And this can really make it hard to narrow down the ghost room. And one other thing to be aware of with the Banshee ability, if it went to the basement right now, it would stop doing its ability. Stop wandering to me. The reason is that they disable it because the Banshee, unlike the Phantom and Wraith, so the Wraith doesn't walk, it teleports directly on top of the player, which is very dangerous. And then it walks back. The Phantom does the same walk to, walk back. But the thing with the Banshee, as you just saw, it did, I don't know, I'd have to go back and count how many times it walked to me. It is almost constantly walking to its target player. I mean, see how often this is? It's way more often than either the Phantom or the Banshee. Because of that, they found, particularly on big maps with multiple stories, is that the ghost will spend no time in its ghost room. So they limited it to only work on the same level as where the ghost currently is. So it only activates ability if you're on the same floor. But once you're on that floor, it'll be doing this. As you can see, it's constantly going back again. It'll be constantly walking to its target. And as you can see, it does it quite often. And it really, again, doesn't seem like it does much activity as it's moving. I'm pretty sure it can do it on the way back though, because I'm certain I've had it on the way back, but I've never had it do anything as it's coming towards the player. But that could just be confirmation bias. Maybe that's just my experience. but once it's finished, once it's here, then it can do things again. And then it can also walk back after a certain amount of time. I'm not sure, again, I need to test phantoms more, but it feels to me like phantoms stay around longer than the Banshee as well. Banshee walks back quite quickly. The phantom, I kind of felt it hung around for about 30 seconds. Whereas as you can see, the Banshee's pretty consistently like 10, 20 seconds, maybe even less actually, maybe 5 to 15 seconds or so, and it walks back. But yes, I just thought, while my sanity's draining, I had the Banshee screen before, so I know it's a Banshee. And this behavior is no other ghost can do this. Phantom can come close. Phantom can do this, but it does not do it anywhere near as often as the Banshee does. And then just earlier today, actually, I got completely screwed over. Whoops. By a Banshee. I am waiting for a Hunter, so just go away. I am waiting for a Hunter. It may have changed its room to this being its favourite room. Have you? Or are you going to walk back? So I can also do that. They can all do that, by the way. Change their favourite room. It looks like it has. Alright, I'm going to go down here then. Observe it from the other side. Here we go. So yeah, just a little fun testing with the Banshee. I mean, I need to escape a ghost event, that's why I'm doing this, but yeah, I just thought I'd share it. The behaviour of a Banshee and how often it actually does roam. Well, thank you for listening. Remember, the dose makes the poison. See you next time.